Hello again, it's Jess or JashiiCorrin and welcome back for my week 50 plan with me video. In today's video I'm going to be setting up for the week of the 10th through to the 16th of December. But before we get into that, as per usual, we're just going to have a look at how this week was going. This week's spread was inspired by Christina of My Life in a Bullet, who did a lovely spread like this one back in June. In terms of the things I have liked about this spread, I really enjoyed the fact that you build your to-do lists for each day as you go, instead of sectioning out places for each of your daily checklists. This means that the spread does end up looking quite full, which is something I quite like. Of course, I still have some space left over here for the next few days, but any leftover space is going to be filled with these leaf-like doodles. I've also enjoyed these little checkboxes that I'm colouring in to say that I have or haven't done a task. So any task box that's left open, like wrapping my gifts, hasn't yet been finished. Anything that's full means I have done that task, and anything that's half full means that I have started but not completed that task. Some of the things I'm finding difficult about this spread, however, is that I like to put down tasks days in advance, and I can't really do that with this spread. So for instance, if I had a task that I wanted to complete on Saturday or Sunday, I don't really have a space that I could put that in and know that it would actually end up in the right place. Despite this, I am really loving the fact that all of this spread is just done with the one black pen. It was relatively easy to set up, and it actually looks quite pretty in my opinion. For this week, I've decided to use this spread by Whitney of Life by Whitney. She has some awesomely creative layouts, and if you haven't already checked her out, I do recommend you do so. There's a link to her Instagram in my description box. Before we get started, as per usual, I just wanted to remind you, any of the equipment I use will be linked in the description box below as well. So to start off with, I'm just going in with a pencil so I can mark out where I want each of my sections to go. I find that the Life by Whitney spreads in particular, you really do have to measure out where you want everything to go. Otherwise, the likelihood of getting something in the wrong place is pretty high. With my penciling done, I then went in with my Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen in the M size to rule out all of the outlines for the boxes. You'll see that although the horizontal box at the bottom was joined in the original spread, I decided to split this into two because it was technically housing two different things. Also different to the original, I decided to leave the tops of the daily checkboxes open so that I could write the day title in there. I wanted to make sure I had the top line of the boxes not running through the text. Using the S size Pitt Artist Pen, I then went in and drew out the icons for that central box. To write out the title for this page, I'm using a black Tombow dual brush marker. To write in the titles for each of the daily checklists, I decided to have a go at using the Tombow Fudenosuke calligraphy pen. Using this pen isn't something I'm overly comfortable with yet, so some of my letter forms do look a little bit strange, but I'm still pretty pleased with my efforts. To add a little bit of colour, I'm just going in with a red and then a yellow Tombow dual brush marker to decorate the title. Alrighty, and that's where I'm going to leave it for today. So as you can see, we have a box for each day of the week and then the weekend combined. We have a section for a weekly to-do list and then things that might be coming up. Some space for the best of the week. And then this currently section to jot down a couple of the things that stand out during the week in 6 different categories. Thank you for watching. If you liked today's video, please do make sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you have any suggestions of other bullet journalists you'd like to see me recreate, make sure to drop those in the comment section below. I'll be back again on Sunday for another video, so until next time, bye!